The feeling of anxiety is horrible. A chest-tightening experience filled with you just overthinking, questioning everything about yourself. But I see it as my friend.
Anxiety is his friend? That doesn't make any sense. This is stupid.
Wait. Really? You were gonna close this on me? You were just gonna shut down the video because you thought, oh, how can anxiety be your friend?
How are you talking to me right now?
Listen, I'm not a professional, okay? I admit it. I'm not a professional at this. I did not go to school for this, but trust me, it's worth listening to, okay? Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh! I used to have crippling anxiety to the point of where I would wake up every single morning full of sweat, shaking, with a tightness in my chest that I could not bear, just fearing what's to come in the day.
That sucks, but you haven't said how that makes anxiety your friend.
Yo, come on. I was just about to tell you that. So you just rudely interrupted this scene. It was just a buildup of dramatic effect. You know, forget it. You ruined it.
Sorry.
It was a new life. COVID had finally ended. So I bit the bullet and decided to make my first ever business. A media production business, because that's the only skill I got. And this was a year before I started editing for YouTubers, which is in my last video if you want to go check it out. Anyways, I had no money coming in at all. I was broke. I don't know how to sell stuff, but I had the desire to. So I started with what I thought everyone should start with, and that was cold calls. Online, phone calls. I could do it for cheap. I could do it for free. Doing it in person. Hi, my name's James. Beautiful building you have, by the way. It looks so nice. Anyways, I just wanted to make you a commercial to boost the engagement of your website. Are you interested?
No.
See, I thought you might say no because you're an idiot. I didn't know this. I think that this is actually gonna change your business forever. Forever. So, are you interested?
Well, I'm glad you asked. I don't believe in commercials.
Oh, okay. Sir, within 3 months of grinding, I had only one client, but it's safe to say I was still broke and I had no money coming in. If I didn't live with my parents, I probably would be homeless, so shout out to parents. But every day that passed, I started to get more and more anxious until it finally broke me. I'm not even kidding you, hearing the phone ring made my chest tighten up and made me start to sweat every single time. It was the same feeling as when you were a kid doing a presentation in front of the whole class. Hi, my name is... I thought, you know, surely I'm gonna be rejected by another client, and my internal thoughts that was building my anxiety made me think, yeah, I can't do this. I'm not meant to do this. They're gonna reject me. Through those 3 months of rejection, I started to lose my confidence. And the worst times with anxiety was when I was alone, when I was just there by myself with my thoughts. It was the darkest place I have ever been in my entire life. I would be getting so anxious about not making money and not being able to create what I want to create. I was thinking maybe I'm just wasting my time and I should have put that time towards a school course that maybe my friends are going for. What am I doing with my life? I'm not doing anything. I'm becoming a loser. So I decided to finally analyze myself and stop ignoring that I have this anxiety building up. Stop trying to push it away and hide it when it's clearly bottling up and making me break down. I need to face this feeling and stop it because I don't identify as anxiety. That is not who I am. It's just a feeling. And I started to look at anxiety as a tool. I got this idea of using it as a tool from my dad because when it started building up to that point, I had to go talk to somebody. And I think that's what everyone should do. If you end up having such a buildup of thoughts, maybe you just need a different perspective to look at it. So I went to my dad and he said,
If I had to define anxiety, I would say that anxiety is potential energy or tension that you're not using or spending properly, or just holding on to it.
That's a buildup of energy inside you, so you're just gonna have to release it somehow. That I was just building it up this whole time and I would just need to figure out a way to release it because all it is energy. So I decided to consciously call anxiety a friend. Sometimes in life you have that friend that's just brutally honest, that says, hey man, you're slacking, and just calls you out. Well, that's how I treated anxiety. It was that friend that was pushing me to do greater things. The first way I learned to release anxiety was by working out. So anytime I had a buildup of stress, I had to go work out. And that was my way to release it. I would use all that energy of that anxious feeling towards the workout. And my workouts were great. And then after, I would be calm again. It was like that part where I was bottling it up, and then I would end up releasing it through working out. And then I used it in my day-to-day life. So then when I was anxious to pick up the phone because I was scared of it, I would pick up the phone, I would call a few clients, and I would try to plan out something. I would do my cold calls, whatever I had to do. I would have that anxious feeling build up in the morning, and I would go right at the work, and I would do it. I would call, talk to them, but then I had another anxiety build up because I was just scared after calling them. So then I would go release the rest of the energy at the gym. And I was consciously thinking of it as this anxiety is actually helping me be productive, is making me be able to start this business. But eventually that feeling kept building up and the anxiety became more. And I started to feel more anxious. So the gym wasn't enough to release my anxiety. And I'm sure with a lot of you, the gym's not enough either. Because I know that I was still not making much money. And I needed this business to work if I wanted to continue to do it. But I didn't have money coming in. So what was I supposed to do? I don't know what to do. I need to be able to work. I want to work. Well, work is the solution. That anxiety pushed me to go towards, okay, I need to figure out another source of income while I'm trying to do this. So I got a part-time job at Best Buy, being able to make some money and put it towards the business and then grow the business at the same time of working part-time. So I'm still making money. Without anxiety, I don't know if I would have been able to keep progressing to where I am today, fully running a multimedia business, editing for these big YouTubers and doing all these other things for clients. I don't know if that would have happened if I didn't have anxiety in the first place to push me to do that. It almost grew my ambition. It made me get a better work ethic, and it made me go after the things that I was too scared to do in the first place. But maybe it was the push that I needed. This at least is how I dealt with my anxiety. And I know that it can be unbearable at times. You might just not be thinking straight. But maybe just stop looking at this as anxiety. Stop identifying it as this is what I have and this is why I'm suffering. Instead, just look at it as you have extra energy given to you. You can hold on to it and it's gonna make you have the jitters, like if you had a bunch of coffee and now you're shaking and everything. If you're just sitting at home, it's not gonna be great. But if you're gonna go for a run, maybe that caffeine's gonna really help you. It's the same thing with anxiety. If you have a buildup of it, and you have that feeling in you, no, it's just extra energy. You need to release it somehow. The best way to release it is by doing something productive. Or if you've already done everything productive and you need that time to release the rest of it, maybe it's something by enjoying a show. It might be a hike, it might be just working out. You just need to know how to control that energy, because once you lose control of it, that's when it can take over and become negative thoughts. The world can be however you perceive it. And the secret is, only you can change it. If you're suffering with anxiety, then I hope this just helped a little bit. Know that this is all information, so take the things that you do like from it, and if you don't like some things, then don't do that. But if you can apply some of these to your life, then I think that it will definitely benefit you. Remember, happiness is a habit, and get to work when your friend anxiety tells you to. Hey Dad, I got anxiety. Can I talk to you?
Yeah.
I think a booger fell out.